Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate each and everybody that's been tapping in thus far. Right now, you're tuning in with the one and only NFA Jayshawn, and I'm gonna get right into it. So today, here goes the top news that I've been finding. In Kansas, a babysitter investigating a child's claim of a monster under the bed instead came face to face with a 27-year-old intruder hiding there. Police arrested the man without incident once the child's bedroom was cleared. That came from NPR. That's crazy. What is he doing under a child's bed? Oh my god. That's insane. That's crazy. A UK court has found that three men are guilty of stealing America, a solid gold toilet sculpture valued roughly around $6 million from the birthplace of Winston Churchill. The surreal artwork was in the early hours of March. So it was stolen in the early hours of March 14th. That's crazy. That's crazy. A golden toilet. So people using gold to make toilets. Wow. Okay. People out here hungry, but I guess you got $6 million worth of gold for toilets. All right, that's what's up. The doomsday clock. That's pretty big. The bulletin of the atomic scientists moved the doomsday clock to 89 seconds to midnight, the closest it's ever been in its nearly 80-year history, citing that nuclear tensions and climate tensions are up. Okay, so people who don't know what the doomsday clock is, you know, check that out. Check that out, because you know, doomsday clock is crazy. You know, just to know that, that's crazy to me. That's crazy. Doomsday clock. Wow. Anyway, the doomsday clock is a symbolic countdown maintained since 1947. The bulletin of the atomic scientists that represents how close humanity is to a global catastrophe. Midnight on the clock signifies disaster. Here's what you need to know. All right, guys. Um, we're having a lot of tensions, a lot of wars all over the world. There's a lot of climate change going on. It's definitely a bit crazy. That's what I could say. This whole Ukraine thing and, this whole Russia thing, it's out of control. Um, but yeah, RFK, the grandson of JFK, I saw that he made a video of himself talking about how they're cracking down on toxins inside food. And that's a big deal because a lot of people have been complaining about this. The red 40, the yellow 2 causing behavioral problems in children, and that food is, it's inside. That toxic is inside of our food, and it's inside of our kids' food, which is pretty crazy because uh, a lot of countries around the world, they legalize this stuff. A lot of countries around the world are legalizing the chemicals that are in our food. So RFK said there's around 10,000 chemicals that they're using in America. And in the UK, there's only 400. So why are they banning American foods in other countries, but they're not banning it here? Not even the government, he said, knows what's in our food. And that's a little scary to know that not even the government knows. I mean, I don't think the government knows a lot of things. But then again, I think the government knows a lot of things. I think they know a lot of things that they don't want to tell us. All these people dying of cancer, all these people getting tumors, all these people just dying like that. That's crazy. And the whole time the food has been the problem. Like, how are they even able to do that? How are they even able to do that? I don't know. I don't know. I think it's like corruption, if you ask me. Like, maybe the people who own the Food and Drug Administration are the same people who are even own these companies, So just so that y'all know, man, y'all have to check out what's in y'all food. So I'm pulling up something right here. But yeah, RFK, I appreciate what you're doing. Really, cracking down on the toxic, cracking down on all the bullshit that's in our food. Appreciate that. But just so that y'all know, there's been a school teacher who allowed the children in her class to basically have a party in her class, smoking vapes, smoking weed in her class. Yeah, y'all sending y'all kids to school. Whole time teachers letting them do whatever the hell they want to do. Yeah. So this happened over in Lawrence County, South Carolina. Right now, the teacher is suspended. Her name is Miranda Burton Stone. All right, she she's an in-school suspension teacher at Lawrence District 55 High School. Okay, beginning around February 28th, 2025, Stone allegedly allowed students not only to skip their regular classes and remain in her room, but also to use nicotine vapes and THC products during the school day. Once the school resource officer alerted authorities, she was immediately relieved of her duties and formally fired on March 4th. On March 11th, Stone was arrested and charged with 4 counts of contributing to the delinquency of a minor, unlawfully placing a child at risk of harm, and providing tobacco to minors under 18. That's crazy. And the same thing happened in Ohio. Check this out. So, an unnamed substitute teacher at Norwich Elementary School, um, all right, was involved in this. On a school day in late March 2025, the substitute admitting to vaping inside a 4th grade classroom while students were present. School leadership immediately removed her from the building, reported the incidents to local authorities, and banned her from ever returning to the school as either staff or a substitute. That's crazy. Well, there you go. Y'all sending y'all children to school. Whole time they smoking weed up in there. Y'all gotta watch y'all children, man. Watch your children. Ask what's going on in school. Look through their phones. They don't get no privacy. They're children. Ain't no such thing as privacy. Look through their phones. Look at what they doing. Parental advisory. Okay, put parental guard on there. Make sure that you put in time limits on how long they could watch YouTube, because they watch YouTube all darn day. They don't care. They'll play Fortnite all day, YouTube all night, have a vape in their room. You need to be going up in there checking out what the hell they got going, or else it's gonna be too late and you're gonna be like, damn, how long you been smoking? Damn, how long you been doing that on your phone? So go on that phone, look through it. There's a lot of weirdos in the world right now. That Fortnite ain't safe. That Roblox is not safe. All those little apps that they could download and delete real quick, those are not safe. Your child is probably in their teenage years and exposed to way more than we were ever exposed to. We were exposed to like things that we saw on TV. Okay, we ain't have the internet. I'm from that era where we ain't have the internet. I'm a millennial. We from the era where the internet was pretty much, invented when we were children. And now the internet is exposed to everybody. You can visit any website at any given time, whenever you want, and watch whatever and listen to whatever you want. That's scary. It's scary. Anyway, that's all we got for you. I got a lot of things to do, man. I appreciate you. If you want to be on this show, if you want to be on my podcast, you want to interview, you want to promote what you got going on, let me know. You already know it's NFA Jayshawn, One Mic Music, Jiku Shop. I got a lot going on. Share this with your girlfriend and baby